hello, hello, hello.
Hello. What's
Welcome. Irashai, everyone. Today is another episode of Pomme Stars. Alrighty, and today I am excited because I have my good friend Kozii with me. Hello.
Hello. What's up? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. It's a good morning here in virtual Tokyo. Thank you for coming all the way, by the way. Not always easy, but thankfully I'm virtual.
Yeah, me too. So I mean, it's
yeah,
fine.
easy.
You just
easy.
download yourself.
And you're in Japan. Ain't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Also, I'm seeing the chat being extremely excited about the fact that I've already told them that there's gonna be rocks.
Rocks.
Yes, there's gonna be rocks today. Yes, guys, your favorite item on my show is gonna be on display. There's gonna be.
I brought so many rocks.
So
many rocks.
Oh my
like
God.
a lot of rocks.
You guys have no idea. You are not ready. When I saw it, I was like, wow. Okay. Like there will be a lot of talks about it. So many. All right. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah. All right. Well, before we start, Kozii, I want to explain to you. I think you already know the format, but I want to explain a little bit to maybe new viewer, maybe some of your viewers, how this show works. So basically, I am a shopkeeper, right? And I have a pawn shop over here where I invite guests and fans to send me items so I can review them and ask question about like the value of their item, and then if there's a story, I especially like a good story on an item, and then I make a judgment if I would sell that in my shop or not. So far, I have sold all the rocks. Even when I didn't want to. Because sometimes I don't want to, but chats really want me to buy an item.
That's it, chat.
Yeah. So in that case, because, my first name is Janken after all, we do a good old match of Janken Pomme. And if I lose or if I tie, I have to buy the item. So I guess there's going to be at least one of those today. And as I do every time I have a guest, I have to ask you if you're fine with this, Kozii, because the item that I will end up buying will be on my loading screen. You might have noticed I did not clean the one that I had from the previous version. So you guys, if you want to buy those items, now's the time because I'm about to have a clearance.
They're gonna go on sale.
Yeah, they're about to go on sale.
The Christmas sale.
Yeah, but yeah, just to show everyone, there would be like right here, right on my display. So are you fine having your precious item displayed?
You mean my rock? Yeah, I'm fine.
She has more than rocks, by the way.
But chat's gonna like my rocks the best.
For sure. But you have so much more than rocks. At the beginning, it took us a little bit longer than usual to prep because I was like, oh my God, I need to like place all those items for the show, and there's so many. You'll see, guys. Kozii came prepared. All right.
I brought rocks and rocks. And also some rocks.
But not only rocks, I'm promising you. However,
no, don't let him trick you.
Exactly. I don't know if you noticed on the thumbnail, I did play some rocks on you, and I purposely asked her to send me some Neopets rock, right? Because you're really into that, I think, for a long time, and even like recently, I think you've been talking about that a lot. So
Yeah, I've
it's just
been
like,
playing so much Neopets, so those are all of the pet rocks that exist. They're little rocks that you can give your pets on Neopets.
yeah. And I was like, it's perfect. It's perfect. And I think, let me just check if everything is ready. And I think it's perfect that we will open with your first item that is related to that, right?
Yeah.
So, first item I have from Kozii, everyone, if you're ready, it's first. Usually my first question is simply like, even if I can guess, I'm asking you, what do we have here?
This is a couple of official Neopets magazines that came from the early 2000s. Usually you could get these things sometimes you could get them from this store called Limited 2, which had a promotion with Neopets, but a lot of the time you kind of just, you ordered them, and you had Neopets magazines.
Okay. Usually I ask 3 questions. So my first question I'll ask you is, how rare is this nowadays? How rare is this? Like, if I want this, like, and I go on the internet and I want to buy that, how rare would you say it is?
I don't even think you can really find these easily anymore. I think, so Neopets was kind of a niche thing even at the time, because not a lot of people were on the internet yet. There was a small percentage of kids who had gotten into it, but I mean, we're talking early 2000s, even into the it started in 99, so...
Right.
This is still in the beginnings.
So this is an item from the 90s, or let's say early 2000s.
90s, early 2000s, yeah.
I see. So, that, like, I'm sorry to remind everyone in the chat, we're boomer, and the year 2000 is not like a couple years ago. It is literally soon. It's gonna be 24 years ago. Okay.
Don't remind me. Why?
Yeah. Every time, like, the year 2000, right? Not that long ago. Yeah. So this is kind of old. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would also say that even for the kids that played Neopets, I knew a lot of people who had like Neopets plushies or Neopets figurines, because there was some collabs with McDonald's and stuff to get that stuff. I didn't know many people who had Neopets magazines. I think I was the only kid that I knew that had Neopets magazines.
Oh, you were one of the cool kids. I see how it is. I see. Okay. So probably not super easy to get your hand on these. How would you say, well, maybe we can say quality. I was about to say if there's anything unique about them. Oh, and we do have a second picture that I will show right now with the magazine like being open.
A bit of the inside.
Right,
yeah, these
right,
magazines had, they had like a bunch of different articles from users. They actually talked about different fan sites that you could visit. This page specifically was showcasing some of the colors that you could paint some of your pets.
I
and
see.
Some of the brushes that
you
existed.
could literally paint them. There's even like the brush and the paint. Like, no animal cruelty here, guys.
No, nope.
Okay. And how's the how well preserved would you say they are?
They're not super well preserved. They've got some dings on them and stuff like that, but they're still pretty crisp. I wouldn't say there's any water damage or anything like that. They're pretty nice, but they're definitely like used. You know?
I saw a little bit of whitening around the borders at the top. Okay. But still, to be honest, I think that if you graded those, you could be surprised that it has a value. Like nostalgia things, right? Like a lot of people, like let's say a crazy oil prince who remember like Neopets and they want to like have a collection. That I think that would have a lot of value. On the uniqueness, I would say, it is the item as it is, but maybe does this have like those magazine have a special story? like a emotional value to you? I'm sure at some point it must a little bit.
Oh yeah, well, so I was super into Neopets back when I was a kid, right? I played it alongside my parents, actually, because my parents were huge tech nerds. They got me into PCs when I was like super young, and they were actually the people who showed me Neopets. So my parents would do things for me, like for one of my birthdays, my mom actually went out of her way to collect a lot of currency on the site and gave me like a bunch of currency along with like cool rare items and stuff like that as part of my birthday present.
It's so cool.
Yeah, because she knew that I would like that sort of thing, and she didn't know if there was anything that I really wanted that was physical at the time. I believe that I got these magazines kind of from one of those occasions where she was buying me presents like that.
Wow. Meanwhile, I had to explain Janken mom, like, what is a Nintendo? And you had your parent just like, hey kids, I have some Neopets like points for you. Let's go.
Yeah. My parents actually met through role playing back in the day. They did like BBS board style role play
So
stuff.
cool. Oh, BBS board. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they went to one of the meetup sort of things from it, and they met each other there.
How there was a word for those meetup. It was a get together. I think, or something like that. So cool. And by the way, there's actually a lot of people in chat who are like, oh yeah, Neopet, oh yeah, blast from the past. So apparently you're not the only one. I never got into it personally. Like, to me, it's like completely a new world. Like, I know the name, but it never really came to me. Maybe I was getting a bit older. I'm not sure. But it never really reached me somehow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm a bit younger than you are, so I think it was hitting. It was directly hitting my generation of people. So I got a little bit more into it, but my parents actually were the people who got me into it. I think that
so they knew about it.
They were trying to look for things that were kid friendly, that were cool environments for me to hang out at as a kid. So they got me into things like LiveJournal, Neopets, and Gaia Online. They actually showed me all three
Gaia
of them.
Online. You were talking about it the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was heavily into Gaia Online actually.
Yeah. Well, okay, Gaia Online was like I pushed into that after Neopets. I did Neopets first, and then I was like, Neopets is for little kids, and then I went to Gaia Online, because that Gaia Online was a little bit more like teen stuff.
Miss Jung can apparently understand you at a Soul level. Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, listen, this, like I already said, it is definitely an item of value. It is an item of value, I think, on all sides. This is an easy yes. This, for me, it is a boomer item, and it has.
And Neopets is coming back.
Yeah, Neopets is coming back.
So popular right now.
Yeah. This is prime. This is prime. I love that. This is a really great item, and I would be actually curious to see more about Neopets. So maybe I'll have to check some of your stuff once in a while.
You know, I did a stream earlier this week telling everybody how to play it.
Yeah. I got curious and checked that a bit. All right. Well, okay. First item, easy. And then, okay, now we're getting serious. I decided, of course, we can't start with the rocks. Like, we need to like establish, like where we are. We need to establish like the fact that I use Neopets on you on the thumbnails.
Rocks.
And then and I was like, okay, the second item is really important. Usually it's rock time, everyone.
It's rock time!
It's rock
Let's
time,
go!
everyone. All right, are you ready?
Rocks!
Okay.
I love rocks! Yeah, rocks!
You are not ready. You are not ready, chat. You're not ready, pumpkin.
This is probably more rocks than anyone has brought ever.
Next item is a collection. Yes, the whole item, the whole set is a collection of rock. And let me show you what we have. Right
My
now, it's
rock
I'm gonna become rocks, okay? I'm gonna become rock. I'm gonna disappear. There we go.
Sold.
There we go. Wow. I'm like, okay, she really like rocks, huh?
I really like rocks.
Oh my god. And it's not only like, my pumpkins, like they would sell me, some dusty rock. They would like sell me rocks they find like on the street, kind of level, pebbles even. But this is rocks, everyone. This is
rocks.
Yeah, this is rock. Oh my god. Okay, tell us a little bit about your rock collection, because there's a lot here. And when you want me to move to the next one, because we have some rock that we singled out that we want to show everyone. But first, tell me a bit about what's up. What am I looking at here?
So this is my entire rock collection that I nicely arranged and photographed here. You can see that a couple of my rocks have lovely little explanation cards next to them. I don't have it for all of my rocks. Some of my rocks I actually just like picked up in different places. But I kind of collected this from when I was around 5 or so until I was I think the last time I went to go get rocks was around when I was 25. So this is about 20 years of rock collecting.
Wow.
In various ways. Piece of coprolite in there. I'm not sure if there's a piece of coprolite in there. I think there probably is. Not sure though.
Okay. So this is a lifelong journey collection
a
of
massive
rock.
rock collection.
Usually things that are that personal, I tend to... Okay, let's talk a bit more. So, I believe the one that you singled out is maybe because they are your favorite?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe...
there were a couple that I couldn't find to take personal pictures of as easily, because I used to have this really small piece of bismuth that I really wanted to take a picture of. Couldn't find that one. But most of the ones that I picked were some of my favorite ones. Okay, because there's a lot here, and they look all, cool, in a sense that it's not a dusty rock, just like the pumpkin like sold me once, and I will forever remember that they just sold me like cheaper. Even Altair sold me a rock. Oh my god. Anyway. I'm so glad.
Yes, rock is the place. All right, let's
take a look at my rocks a little closer.
All right, so let me now replace this a little bit. Sorry guys, we're gonna be jungling rocks here. Okay, all right, so the first one we have here, yes, very large rock. My god. Come on, calm down. Okay, what do we have here for your first rock that you want us to talk about?
So this is probably my favorite rock out of all of my rocks. I know it doesn't necessarily look like too much. It is a piece of fool's gold or pyrite. And I got this when I was really young. It was my biggest rock at the time. And I would take it around with me, and I would always like hold it up to people and be like, "Hey, look, I have gold!" Because, kids being kids. And I would try and trick people with it. I would actually try and fool people with my gold.
Just like a real pirate, I see.
I loved it so much though, because it did look like we had a jewelry store back when I was a lot younger. So I could see some like actual gold pieces sometimes. And when I put my big hunk of fool's gold next to some of those pieces, it didn't have... This piece of fool's gold was less fake looking than some of them.
I see.
So it actually kind of seemed gold looking.
So that's nice. Because I was about to say, how did you get your hand on that, right? And it comes from family, if you said? Yeah. I think I was gifted this by my grandma. I used to go to these rock shows all the time with her. Right.
because my family was involved with like jewelry making stuff, she actually knew how to like cut and make jewelry, especially with like gemstones.
I remember.
So we would go to rock shows and so that she could look at different jewelry pieces and stones and stuff like that. And they had some like cheaper, easier, accessible sort of rocks that you could collect, and this was one of the ones that they had there.
I see. That's really cool. That's really cool. All right. So this is a fool's gold. Let's check. We have a couple others. Let's check this. The second one we have. This is massive again.
Yes.
What
this
do
one
we
is also
have
large.
here for this one?
So funny enough, this is also, I believe, a piece of fool's gold / pyrite. But this is one of the ones that looks a little bit more fake. It looks like it has more like opal mixed into it and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I kind of picked this one as like a contrast from the other one. This one doesn't look as much like gold. It looks more like it's almost aluminum, and it's got like the rainbow sprinkles and stuff like that. It's not
it's like
as
rainbow
gold. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is really pretty though.
Is it as shiny as it look in the picture?
Yeah. If you move it around like that, you can get a whole bunch of little sparkles and stuff on it. It's nice.
Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, let's move to the next one because we have a couple.
Yeah.
All right, another big rock. What do we have here? I think I've seen something similar before.
Yeah, this one's actually one of my more recent large rocks
I
that I
see.
got. This is a big piece of rose quartz that I think I
Rose
got when I was
quartz.
around 25-ish or so.
Okay.
At the last rock show I went to. I got this one after I got really into Steven Universe.
Okay.
Because that show was also about rock people. And rose quartz was one of the main gems, rocks that was part of the show. So I found myself a giant piece of rose quartz to take home.
Nice.
Yeah.
It looks really pretty. There seemed to be like a little bit of yellow wing, a yellowish thing in it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of striation in the middle of it that has like a yellow tinge to it, but most of it is this nice pinkish, like almost cotton candy color.
Yeah. It reminded me of salt. You know, like there's like pink salt.
It's just like the salt lamps that exist.
Right.
Because I know I saw one of my friends had a salt lamp once, and it looked just like this sort of thing.
Okay. But that's a pink quartz, you said, right?
Yeah, rose quartz. Yeah.
Rose. Rose actually means pink. Did you know?
Oh, really?
In French. Yes, in French.
Oh, like rosé?
Yeah, rosé is actually when you want to describe something to have the color pink. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right, next one. Okay, this one I love. Because, I love meat. And it just reminded me of a piece of meat.
I picked this one not only because it has really pretty striations all over it, like it's got nice patterning, but yeah, it also looks kind of like meat. This is rhodochrosite, I believe it's called, and it's actually known as the bacon of the rock world, or like the steak of the rock world.
How did you say?
Because if you look it up, rhodochrosite. I'll put it in chat.
Okay.
So people can look it up if they want to.
She's here to teach you about all the rocks, people.
Yeah.
But
no, if you look that up, there's a lot of pictures of it that also look like meat.
So many people say like, I want to eat it. No joke. Like if you ever like get Wagyu has this marble fat like into it. And it kind of looks like exactly like that, how the fat is marbled in the meat. So for me, it really reminds me of Japanese Wagyu, like quality.
Yeah. I love this rock too, just because not only does it look like meat like that, but also just, man, the patterning on it is so nice.
Yeah. It's really, really good. I like it.
You can see every layer on it.
Did you hear what I just said? I said, I like it too. Oh no!
He likes the rock.
This is a new era.
He likes the rock.
Oh no!
Guys,
Oh no!
Remember this. Remember this day.
All right, all right. Let's see what we have next, because I think there is. Yes, there's one more.
Yeah,
It
this is my
looks like
last
kind of a
one.
sword. This one. What do we
Yeah.
have here?
So I don't actually know what kind of rock this is.
Interesting.
But I got this one from. They had these rock grab bags that you could get at the rock shows, which were basically just like little randomized
Right.
bits and pieces of little rocks. This one was in one of them, and it just was like a perfect sword shape. And I love
Yeah.
the texture and stuff of it. It's so interesting.
Yeah, it really looks like a sword. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, someone, Janken said in chat, we have a concept here in Japan around New Year, where we call them fukubukuro. And basically, shop will do like their yearly release of merch that that didn't sell well, and then they would have like just kind of a grab bag like that. So
Yeah, basically that. Yeah.
So
my
interesting.
my mother is in chat, and Alpaca actually says that she believes that this is a piece of chert. She's not sure about it, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. But it looks cool. It definitely
No,
looks
that's why I like this one. This one
Yeah.
looks like a sword, and it's so neat. And I remember being younger and like pretending to like, hold it around as if it was a sword and stuff. It
Is
was
it
just a
big?
little tiny thing.
Oh, it's
no,
tiny.
it's just a little
Okay,
tiny
okay.
thing. It's about
Like a
the size
dagger.
of maybe a thumb. But
Oh, okay. You would just like wave this around like
hold it in between my fingertips
Yeah,
and
yeah,
pretend
yeah.
I have a tiny sword. Yeah.
That's cute.
Oh, a squid. Oh, I could see a squid too.
Oh, yes, I see this instantly. Someone said
Yeah.
that. I see this. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Because of the little thingy like at the bottom.
Yeah,
they
and it
look
looks
like
like it's got
membrane.
the
Yeah.
head almost perfectly shaped. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Hmm.
And then I believe you have a little bit more story about
Hmm.
rocks. Everyone, this is still one item.
Yep.
This is
It's
still
still
one
just the rock
item.
collection.
Right. But Kozii was like, oh, I want to actually like talk a little bit more about like the rock show, I think, right?
Yeah.
Let's just see what we have next and we'll know if oh, this is big. Okay,
Whoa,
let's put
large.
this on me. Okay, I can take it.
Yeah. So I felt like people didn't really. Whenever I say I go to rock shows, people don't know what to expect when I say that sort of thing. So I felt like I needed to bring some pictures to showcase. This is just one of the booths at the last rock show that I went to.
Okay.
That I believe was when I was around 25ish or so.
Okay,
This is the one that I got my my rose quartz at. But so. All of these rock shows have these displays set up. You can see there's some rocks that are perfectly polished into being little orbs. Some of them are
Yeah.
actually fossil pieces. Some of them, they have like, if you check the second image, I
Okay.
believe.
Let's move. This one?
Yeah. Some of them are like the insides of gemstones and like geodes that have been cut out. Or like that have been shaped into actual like diamond shapes or stuff like that. You can see at the bottom there's a couple of things that look almost like dice have been shaped
That
out.
is in them, kind of.
Yeah. This one is just a display of different types of one kind of rock. This is all fluorite
I see.
from
I
different
see.
places.
That is interesting. That like this is technically all the same rock,
Yeah.
but with different shape and colors and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Alpaca is correct. Technically, they're called gem and mineral shows, but
I see. But yeah, because gems are not rock. I don't know. I have no idea.
necessarily no.
Ah.
They are usually formed under pressure and come from inside of rocks. They're usually like kind of like the insides of geodes and stuff like
Right.
that. Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, let's go to the next
Yeah.
one. I think there's another one.
Yeah, this one just has a really huge amethyst geode that was cracked open. Yeah, I love this piece.
Really, really cool. And this
Yeah.
is like geodes, you call, right?
Yeah. So geodes, there was actually a couple of things that you could do at these rock shows where you could get geodes, just these small, about baseball-sized ones, and you could actually crack them open at the show to see what was inside of them and what they looked like inside.
Wait. Just literally, just like in. Did you play Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
Just like in
just like
Stardew
that.
Valley, when you have like a geode and you crack it open.
Yep.
Wow, that is. Wow, my video game is based on real life.
You'd spend around, it depended on the size of the geode, but somewhere between $5 and $30 or something like that. You'd get yourself a little geode, and then you could just crack it open right there. They would usually have someone to help you do it, and then you could see what was inside of your geode.
I love that. I would have never known if you had told me.
Kind of like a rock gotcha.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like a rock gotcha. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Let me just confirm. Do we have another item?
I think that's it. I think
that's
was all
it,
of
right?
them.
I think that's the last one. Oh my God, there's so much to digest here.
Rocks.
Oh my God, like, to be honest, usually people sell me like, dumb rock. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if there's such a thing as a dumb rock, but you're selling me dumb rocks. But this is
need to
not
get better
dumb
rocks.
This is pretty cool rocks. This is like gems, not only like rock. Like, it's actually like cool looking stuff.
Yeah. So I will say one thing. I never really collected gemstones. For some reason, I wasn't really into gemstones as much. So I got mostly minerals, and then things like opal, which is actually like the inside of shells, and amber, which is like tree sap that's solidified. But I never really got that much into gemstones.
Okay. And
so it's all mostly rock.
I understand all the emotional value because the way we like talk through it, but I forgot to ask you, like, of course the unique value is very high, right? There's not a rock that is like the same. It's always
they're
unique.
all different.
But how about the rarity of your collection? Like, do you have like actual like real rare stuff that is like difficult to find?
I would say that it's mostly aesthetically beautiful.
Okay.
These rocks are, I mean, they're definitely worth something.
She's definitely telling me it's not worth anything.
No, they're for sure worth something. That's for sure. There's some lovely hematite in there. It's great. It's very magnetic. That it can be used as like a
she's fiddling.
Refrigerator magnet.
Listen.
The fool's gold is very beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, very beautiful. But the good thing is that like people are very attracted to what look pretty.
Yeah.
So maybe I can resell that. People are gonna be oh my God, this is so shiny and pretty. Like, oh yes, madame, this is very, very rare. Like, now's the chance.
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple of pieces in my lovely rock collection that had those little tags on them that told you where they were from and stuff like that. You could be like, yes, madame, this is a piece of man-made carbonodium.
Yes. I don't know what this is, but this sounds rare.
In China. Yes.
Okay. I will say, if you didn't have the heavy emotional value behind it, I would have doubted it. But because on this show I value a lot, and I can always say these are Kozii's rock, right? Oh yeah, Kozii's rock.
That's
cool.
True. Yeah,
right,
it's my rock collection. It's my rocks.
Exactly.
That's rare considering I've been talking so much about rocks recently.
What I'm thinking is I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna display, I think, just the one that we highlighted, because I don't have an eternity to place all those rock on my display.
So you mean
right?
meat rock?
Yeah, especially the meat rock, and that's my favorite. So all right. All right, note it down, chat. Okay, I voluntarily bought rocks on Pomme Stars. Okay, no one forced my hand. I actually want them. It's gonna be the last time, I'm telling you.
We got him.
Last time ever. I'm never accepting rock again. And I mean, you can send them to me. Right, but they are very pretty, so it's gonna make the display pretty cute. Okay,
they are pretty, yeah.
So now the craziest thing. Do you know what's the craziest thing?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any other rocks to show today.
No,
you had a lot of
rocks
rocks in this collection, but believe it or not, she brought a lot of cool stuff that is not even all rock related.
Yeah, surprisingly,
So,
I only brought my main rock collection and then not extra rocks on top of that.
And the rest of the stuff, oh, you'll feel the boomer vibe, guys, because look at this, what we have for the third item here. This, well, first, tell us what this is.
This is a hand fan that came from Mikunopolis in Los Angeles, which was the first ever Hatsune Miku concert that happened in the USA at Anime Expo.
First?
The first.
Oh my god. I did not realize when I saw the item that this was related to the first one. I remember that was huge.
Yeah.
But let me show you, everyone, because I have to change here my slides. Let me show you. When she says it's the first, you'll visually see and recognize that, yes, if you know Miku, Hatsune Miku, because it's a bit small, it looks like this on the other side. Yeah. This is like the old style Hatsune Miku design. I haven't seen Hatsune Miku looking like this in so long. I was like, my god. So then how many years has passed since you kept
It's about to
fan?
hit the 13th year since this happened, because I believe it happened in 2011.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty old.
Yeah, so it's pretty old. How rare would you say? Have you ever checked? Like, if
haven't
people,
actually.
like,
I haven't checked to see if it's still well maytained. If people have a lot of them that they're giving out. I know that at the time, they were not super rare. Like they basically gave one to every person that attended the concert.
But
and
you had
even
to
some
attend
people
the
that
concert,
were outside.
though.
No, even some people that were outside. But I mean, it was people who were nearby the concert at least.
Right.
You had to at least go up to the place because they had a couple of
Right,
extras
right.
afterwards they gave out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe they distributed like a couple, like, thousands
Yeah.
or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. So rarity is getting old, so there's that. You cannot just go and get this like easily. Okay.
It was also from an event, so
exactly.
hard to find anything
Yeah.
like this from, something more recent.
How about uniqueness and also how well preserved? It looks, for something 13 years old, pretty well preserved.
Yeah, no, I think that it's in top condition, honestly. I used to have it I used to have it hanging on my wall. Not really hanging, but it was like propped up on my wall with a couple of little push pins. Not pinned in it, but like hanging on top of it. So it was a wall decoration for a little while, and then ever since then it's been nicely stored inside of a drawer, kept safe away from the sunlight. So it's not faded or anything like that.
The sunlight is a killer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, wait. Before I give my my review. And what would you say is your emotional value toward Hatsune Miku or the show itself?
This is a funny thing.
All right.
I didn't go to this concert.
Oh no!
I actually went to, so this was the first official Miku concert that happened in the US, right? There was actually one that happened, I don't know if it was the year before or at the same convention, that was just inside of a small convention room, and it just had like a projector up on the wall with Miku dancing and singing and stuff. And that was technically the first one, but it wasn't the first officially recognized concert.
Okay.
I went to that one. And so when this concert happened, I had a bunch of friends who did go to the concert, and then afterwards, one of them, when we were hanging out, had the fan, and they were like, I don't really want this, so they gave it to me.
I see.
Yeah.
Little did they know it might have a value. Wow.
True.
Okay.
Well, they were giving away so many of them at the time. I don't even think they were thinking about it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, right? They're just like, yeah, this is nothing. And actually, no, it has some sort of value. Let me ask, what's your emotional value toward Hatsune Miku herself?
I love Miku. I've been listening to Miku music basically ever since it started popping up anywhere in the US and on YouTube and stuff like that. So I really did want this fan. Like, I asked if I could keep it because it was, I thought that it had a lot of value just being from Miku's first concert in the US. I thought that was crazy. But yeah, no, I love Miku. Actually, technically, Miku songs, Vocaloid songs, are part of the reason why I'm an alpaca today.
Right. Actually, I think Janken said something like that in chat. Like, yes, Hatsune Miku is definitely something that probably inspired a lot of people to move forward with the VTubing technologies, right?
But also, I picked being an alpaca because there were specifically 2 Vocaloid songs that came out in around the 2010s or so that were alpaca themed. There was one called ARPK and one called Leavin' Summer Yet You're in Her Fluff Thoughts.
Yeah. Someone sent so in chat.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so you saying that actually is very important because it's like kind of an origin item in that sense, right? So 100% like increase the value for the emotional value for sure. And because it is the first ever concert outside of Japan, which is kind of crazy because it's not back then, especially. Oh my god, I hate when I'm old. Back then,
back in my day,
it wasn't an easy sell like it is today, right?
Oh yeah, no,
right?
People were
like,
very confused.
They were like, what's going on? Like, is she real? Is there a real person? And people are still asking, is there a real person behind the VTubers? But anyway, okay.
That's true.
I especially, personally, I'm not probably as attached to Hatsune Miku. I do love Hatsune Miku. I personally had at some point a Nendoroid of Hatsune Miku. I had sold it before coming to Japan, but I made sure to give it to someone who loved Hatsune Miku. So that's good. And seeing this design right here and knowing your story, for me, it's an easy yes again. Seeing the design,
I'm getting them.
Seeing the design here really bring me back, and to my era of how can I say, prime weeb.
Yeah, same actually. That was probably my height of going to conventions and cosplaying and stuff like that. Watching every season of anime as soon as it came out and everything.
Yes. I don't do that anymore, but yeah.
Same.
All right. This is a buy. Easy.
Yeah.
Am I gonna say no to something? Let's see. Next item, the 4th item we have.
Maybe the next one.
Wow. Did did we really spend almost an hour talking about rugs? I think we did.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the time. This one might be closer to the 2 hours, but that's okay. This is usually one.
It's all right. I don't have as much to say about everything.
Yeah. All right. So the moment I saw this, I told Kozii, this looks like emotional value. So what do we have here?
Here we have a lovely set of tiny little baby pillows that were hand sewn by Alpaca back when I was a small little alpaca.
I knew it.
Just barely come into the world.
I see. Wow. So this is boomer aged, because as you said, like pretty much like as you were born. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much as old as I am.
Pretty much as old as you are. It's great to have those items, you know, like items that have been following you all of your life. Like me, like I want to know more about you, but just like to refer to me, like because I moved to Japan, right? And because in my life I moved a lot and I had a lot of things that I could not keep. Like it's something that I don't have items that follow me like all of my life, you know.
I've always been a super sentimental person,
Yeah.
so I pick up things like this and just keep them, even if like I have so many boxes in my closet of just things. I was telling Janken before the show that I was having trouble picking out items, and he was like, "Oh, we can do less," and I was like, "No, I'm having trouble picking out which ones. I have too many."
Yeah. So many items. This is why I described you as a hoarder in the chat, in the title. But I love this. So basically, something that is made by hand is automatically kind of rare. The material themselves, you know, could be hard to replicate even today, because maybe like
it's on the older edge for fabric and stuff.
Yeah.
And she picked a fabric which had this repeating pattern of like the ABC, etc. But she cut it out really nicely. And then the back has like a slightly different pattern on it. More of like a cream color that has a couple of like toys and such on it. It's cute.
It's super cute. And the uniqueness, well, of course, like maybe if it came from a pattern. But still, since it's handmade, I usually automatically give the uniqueness and the rarity kind of its special category, right?
Hand sewn, hand stuffed.
Everything. And the emotional value. Why? How can I say? Among all the items you brought, why these little pillows? Like, is there something else coming from them?
Well, so I've had a lot of things that were made for me by different family members over my life. I had these pillows, but I also had like hand knitted blankets made by my great grandmother, and I had like just a whole bunch of stuff. I had jewelry, I had beaded pieces because I was part of the native community. But I think I took the most care of the pillows. Weirdly enough,
I see.
These pillows don't have like any dirt, no stains, nothing. They're just like perfectly
for
preserved.
Something all like they're meant to be, they look like pretty good.
Yeah, even though I had them since I was a little baby, there's like nothing wrong with them. There's nothing on them. They're just, they look so nice. They're still so soft and new looking, and it's great.
Yeah.
The smell is fresh. Yep.
Listen. I love that you brought this. I love that we get to see you have like such important items still around you.
You don't want my pillows, do you?
Listen, you have this since you're born. How can I like remove it from you? I would be a terrible person. I would be a terrible person.
I brought you these lovely pillows and you don't want them.
I'm just a big softie, you know? Like, it's just so hard like to take like such item, but they are extremely valuable. because of all the story it has behind them. But
I do love these pillows,
Yeah.
so I guess I wouldn't be that upset if you didn't take them.
like, actually, I should start getting more emotional item on the show, because people were gonna be like, oh yeah, Janken, he never takes the emotional value item, because like it's too much for him to bear, like the responsibility.
You do have to do it justice.
All right. But these one, I'll let you go, because like they've been like in your life all your life. Yeah.
I
basically.
suppose.
Alright,
I'll take my pillows back with me.
They are super cute, and good job to Alpaca to making these. They look adorable.
Also, she's right. There was a little blanket that went with these at one point. That was like a baby-sized
So
blanket.
with the
I
set-
don't know where the blanket went.
Interesting that only the pillow survived. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's move to the next item then. Yep. What do we have? Well, I mean, I know who this is, but what am I looking at right now?
This is a Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington bust statue. It's actually pretty heavy too.
It looks pretty big.
It's pretty large, pretty heavy, and it is actually part of a collector's set for the Night Before Christmas. Which had he has like a beard and Santa hat. I found it after I took the pictures.
I was wondering what it was, because I think it's we checked the second picture I got for us. You had this fluffy.
That's part of it. That actually is there's a drawer on the back of the bust which opens up. That would store he has a Santa hat and a beard, which I forgot to take him a picture of with it on.
I see.
But that specific piece is actually the CD case for the special edition version of Night Before Christmas.
Yeah, which is
so if you look at the next picture.
The next one, yeah.
Yeah, that's it opened up, and it has like special edition of the DVD, and then it's got like cut features and extras and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, it is a collector edition, so this instantly grabbed my attention, as collector edition are already something of value. On the rarity scale, do you know if these were like limited, or like if I want to check?
As far as I know, they were in fact limited. I think that there was only a certain amount of them made, maybe around 10,000 or something like that.
Okay, so it was limited in quantity. That's always good for the value. Okay. A uniqueness, well, you know, it's factory made, unless like you're telling me it like something special. Like
no, I don't think it was hand sculpted or anything like that. Yeah.
And what would you say is your emotional value?
Actually,
this.
Alpaca said it was maybe one of 999 limited, so even more limited than I thought.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm pretty much sure I know what I'm doing with this, but I still want to know the emotional, if you had any emotional value with it.
So I don't have as much emotional value with this as the other things that I've brought today. I do really like it. I think it's a really neat piece to have. I've always really enjoyed putting his little Santa hat and stuff like that on him around Christmas time as part of my Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
But no, this was actually a gift. I used to work for a not a CD manufacturer, but a CD reseller who would collect rare CDs, rare collector's edition sets and things like that, and sell them off on like eBay and such. This was a gift from him to me.
Oh, I see.
So he like picked it out and he thought that I would like it, and he basically just handed me the whole piece, the whole set.
Okay.
Let me take it home with me.
Nice. Listen, that sounds pretty dandy. I do enjoy also the possibility of making this a Halloween decoration, and
Halloween or Christmas, both.
And then, as I was about to say, as November 1st turn around.
Yeah.
I'm about to start fights here. As November 1st start, you just like pull the beards and the hat, and you suddenly have like a Christmas decoration in your house. Now, yeah, I know November 1st might be a bit early for some of you, and it creates some friction on the
But
internet.
Thanksgiving, Janken!
Well, I'm not American. Like I don't care about. But this is good. This is good. This is good. Do you watch the movie like every year or so, or
We used to watch
to.
it pretty much every year. I haven't in the last couple of years.
I see.
I've focused more on. We used to watch it either around Halloween or Christmas time. Christmas time movies I haven't been watching as much recently, and my Halloween movies have defaulted more towards other Disney adjacent films like Halloween Town.
Okay. Listen.
But I used to.
It really got me at the limited quantity and collector edition. So definitely I will be getting this. I also enjoy personally this movie. So yes. I
Yeah.
think that's an
Yeah, I'll
easy
have to
yes.
find you his lovely hat and beard so that
Yes,
you can even
definitely,
have him with
because
his
I
hat and
want a
beard.
Christmas decoration
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, I might not be the one buying it. Maybe for the person who does end up buying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. An easy item again. Nice. We love these. You really brought like a lot of great stuff. Like at first, like it's just like, hey, do you want to come over like this show? And it's like, oh yeah, for sure. I didn't know. I had no idea you had like such collection of everything.
Oh man, you have no idea. So I mean, I've always collected so much stuff, just like, oh man, this is cool, and I would just keep it. There was one point after high school where I had people come over to my house and we were just hanging out, and they were like, oh hey, that's cool, and they were like pointing out things like my Jack Skellington bust and stuff like that. And then I just started going through drawers and pulling things out and showing them, and they were like, oh my god,
Let me show you.
you have so much.
Nice. And actually, we have more. So let's see what they have next, because this one was a pretty easy one. This one, I know exactly what this is.
You do?
Can you actually tell us what it is?
This is an original Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Pokewalker.
Pokewalker. Oh, yeah. The moment I saw it, I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is.
I'll be honest, I think that the other piece next to it, I might have pulled from my other Pokemon-based theme. I think that one came from the Pokemon Go.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah, I think that came from Pokemon Go Plus.
Because behind the Pokewalker, there should be a kind of a plastic, like strap if you want to put it like on a belt or something. If I remember correctly.
Yeah. There is.
Wow,
but I think that piece, it looks like a GPS sort of symbol. So I think that one's supposed to be the Pokemon Go Plus. I actually took a picture of two different things.
It's okay. What we're selling is not like the piece of plastic. It's the Poke.
Yeah, it's the Pokewalker. The Pokewalker. Yeah.
So okay. Tell me how this... I know the answer, but I want you to tell chat how this used to work.
So, the Pokewalker, you used to be able to hook it up to your DS, and you would be able to have one of your Pokemon from your DS be transferred into the Pokewalker, and then it would work basically like a step counter, and you could do things like find wild encounters out there and fight little mini battles, kind of like a Tamagotchi style thing. Oh, and you could also do a couple of small mini games. I think you could feed your Pokemon something.
Yeah.
You could do like a small little puzzle type mini game on it. Yeah.
And you could bring the Pokemon back in your game too, right? If I remember.
Yeah. And when you brought it back into your game, you would get, it could collect up to 10 different items that it could bring back with it, and then you would get to use those in your game. And it would sometimes bring back pretty rare things.
Yeah. So, as someone also said in the chat, it's the OG Pokemon Go in
The
a way.
first Pokemon Go.
Yeah, basically,
The
right?
first time they tried to get everyone outside.
But that was and that's one of the things I like about Nintendo. Well, Pokemon is like half Nintendo, half Game Freak, but I like about Nintendo is like they really like always try these like innovative kind of thing, and I like that product. I like the Pokewalker a lot. For rarity value, I
will also say something that might add to the rarity of this.
Okay.
The Pokemon that is inside of it
Did the Mew that
currently
came with it?
is the notch-eared Pichu, which was a special Pichu that you could get from an event. You couldn't transfer it up past that generation of games because it was such a special, like, strange, almost paradox Pokemon in that generation, in the plot. So it has a notch-eared Pichu in it that's got an extra spike on its ear.
Shit. I was so ready to be like, oh, I have a Pokewalker.
That's true. It does still work.
I still have my Pokewalker. I was never able to sell it myself. Like, why would I want this one? Oh, the emotional value. Oh, yeah, yada yada. I don't think I'm gonna have this one. Oh my god, but it has.
The notch-eared Pichu itself.
Tricked me. You knew that the thing by itself was not good enough, huh? Oh no.
I put a special rare Pokemon in it just for you.
I would actually, if it, you do say, and I trust you, if it has this Pokemon in it, I would not even probably resell it. I would, because I love Pokemon, right? And having such a rare Pokemon, like an actual like real life Pokemon. Well, real life. Anyway, digital Pokemon.
Quote unquote. Yeah, I mean we're virtual. It's real life.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no. Oh man, I got like. What do I do?
It is probably one of the rarest Pokemon to exist because
I am aware.
a lot of them these days are gone because you know, it was only something that could be in this gen and can't be transferred up.
I'm wondering on the digital, how does that work? I'm thinking here. For these kind of rare stuff, right? Like digital kind of thing like that. Like how people make a monetary value. Usually I don't talk about monetary value on the show because I'm like, hey, you know, it's not about the money, even if I know the algorithm love money. But now I'm really curious on how much of the actual life value this would have.
There is, like, strangely, there's a lot of digital things like that from eras that are gone now that still exist. Like, same thing with Neopets, actually. There's some pets that just can't be gotten in any other way than old methods. And those things are also super rare. So there's got to be like a monetary value behind some of this digital stuff.
It's
too.
like a Pokemon NFT.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, kind of. You don't have the original, but still. Okay. Do I now? I'm wondering. Let me ask you: is there any emotional value to this? Do you have like any special experience with the Pokewalker?
Yeah, actually, since it does still work, all it needs is like a new set of batteries. I probably need to get another new set of batteries again, but
she's selling me something that doesn't have a battery in it.
Well, I mean, you could get batteries. That's not a problem. But it does still work, so I was actively using this during the Pokemon Go era where everybody was outside playing Pokemon Go all the time. Because everyone else had like an Apple Watch and stuff like that to do step counters. I didn't, so I was using my Pokewalker.
Fun. Okay. Do I play Janken with this?
It's got a knot-eared Pichu in it, Janken.
I know.
This is also, since I have been a big Pokemon fan for so long, I have every single Pokemon game, and I've got a lot of, like, collector's things from them. Like, I've got some limited edition figurines that came from, one of the game's pre-orders and stuff like that. I have a full living dex of Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, I think you mentioned to me.
Is probably, out of all of them, this is probably one of the rarest that I've got, besides my maybe level 1 Giratina.
That was part of an event, was it?
Yeah, that was part of the event where you had to get an event Arceus, and you brought that in a Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then you hatched an egg that had Giratina in it. Crazy.
I like how someone in chatting, Fernando, said, like, Janken not trying to insta-buy everything. Okay.
I'm getting him.
So, you say that the battery is no good anymore, right?
I hadn't tested it, actually, so if we just tap some of the buttons, it'll probably be fine.
That's could be so risky to accept that kind of, like, in a real life.
I only used it last around a year and a half ago. It hasn't been that long.
In a real life scenario, the guy would be like, turn it on, otherwise I'm not buying this shit. All right.
I left the collection out in the virtual car, so I only have this picture.
Okay. We're gonna make it fun. Can we make it fun? Can we make it fun? I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna have a request of you.
Okay.
Can you attempt to replace the battery and update me if, like, it still work, if it's had a Pokemon, and then we're gonna say if I've been scammed or not.
Yeah. I'll actually be kind of sad if it doesn't work, though, because then I will have also lost my Nachi.
Yes, exactly, right? Exactly. Okay. I'm doing it for the content, everyone. I'm doing it for the content.
All right, Alpaca, you hear that? Gotta get the battery. Go get some batteries, quick.
But I did say that I'm getting it with that
Let's go.
Accord. Okay. All right. We're getting it. Even if I have my own. I wonder, do I have it here in Japan or back in Canada? Maybe I'll have to check for myself. All right. Pokewalker, get. Next up, oh boy, here we go. We have a lot of these. Okay.
Oh boy.
What am I looking? Because maybe it's far from chat, but we have other items, other pictures of this item that are closer. You'll be able to see. But can you tell me on a whim, what am I looking at?
This, my dear chat, is the full. Alpaca says, "Oh no, it's that." This is the full collection of Homestuck Kickstarter rewards that was given out for the Homestuck game that they were trying to create. It's the entire collection.
Trying to create. Emphasis on trying to create.
Oh, they managed it. They actually have part 1 and 2 do exist. It's called Hive Swapped.
I think I've heard.
Yeah. So yeah, this was, I paid $612 to the Kickstarter because that was a meme number, and I wanted to meme about it. And I received back this, and it's a collection of all the things that you see in the back there are tote bags. The things that you see on the right side are all t-shirts.
Let's zoom in. You gave me
sure. Yeah. Okay. So you could see some of the tote bags and stuff up close. The thing on the bottom there is actually a full Homestuck tarot deck.
Okay.
There's the things in the middle are a couple of sticker sheets. There's some lovely pins there. If we go to the next one.
Heads up before I do. I know absolutely absolutely nothing of Homestuck outside of like what like some of the character look like with their purplish kind of skin and their orange horns. This is the only thing I know. I know that it's inspired like Undertale at some degree.
To some degree. Also, Earthbound did. I think Earthbound inspired Undertale a little bit more, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I know nothing. Some people in chat are like, oh no, oh, is that this? Oh, and I'm like...
It's impossible to describe to you what Homestuck is, but I will tell you that it is one of the longest pieces of written media ever created. It has over 9,000 pages, or had over 9,000 pages. I think they've actually condensed it down to a bit over 7,800 or so. Some of those pages are Flash games that no longer work. Some of them are animations. Some of them are like GIFs. It was crazy.
Okay.
And I can't even begin to explain the plot to you, except that basically it was 4 human kids that got involved in a video game to create a new universe.
Oh. Easy. Okay.
Easy.
Okay. Let's check because
at the cost of their current universe.
Oh, I feel like if we go down there, we're gonna be there for 1 more hour. We have like more zoom up of the items.
Yes.
Perdita. So stickers, some
more stickers. Yeah, there's some extra pixelated stickers in the front, some extra pins. The patches in the front were randomly assigned. Actually, a lot of these things were randomly assigned. There were several different symbols for tote bags or t-shirts or stuff like that. So I got these 2 randomly assigned patches.
Okay. And next we have...
These are the t-shirts that you got. I think the top one was one of the randomly assigned ones, and then the other ones were kind of just some that they had. 2 of them are fantastic. One of them is Game Girl and one of them is Game Bro, and they're the most silly, like 90s style gamer t-shirts you could ever imagine.
Yeah, okay.
And then at the bottom you could see there's even a Homestuck playing card deck.
Yeah. All right, I think there's more, right? Yeah, there's more.
Yes.
Yeah, we have... No, that's not my pumpkin. You guys don't worry about this. This is actual pumpkin. It's not you, so you're fine. So what is this?
So this was the little message that came with it from the Homestuck Kickstarter from What Pumpkin. What Pumpkin was the company that was in the Homestuck merch and the Homestuck universe sort of stuff. And it says, "Hey, look, who just got some really cool stuff. It's you. You are the star. Thank you for backing the Homestuck adventure game Kickstarter. Your contribution is a great help and your support is very much appreciated. We are excited to be able to work on this project and we hope you're excited to see what we make." And they didn't make anything for the next 6 years.
Yeah, I remember there was some controversy around it. Yeah. Okay, so you're special.
Yes.
That's pretty much what they're telling you. You're special. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember if there's another picture after this?
There's 2 more.
There's
I
2
think.
more? Okay, let's check.
One of them has a close-up of the pins.
Okay, yeah.
The pins are all really high-quality pins.
Oh, they look good quality. They look good quality.
Yeah, they were all metal pins. They all had like reflective bits on them and stuff like that. They actually held up really well because there was one little Homestuck house keychain that I have had on my wallet for the last, I think 11 years, and it hasn't been scuffed ever.
That's good quality, I can tell you.
Very
like
good
usually,
quality.
it would rust. It would like catch like kind of the dust in your pockets, and then it would kind of like
smudge or something.
Yeah.
No, it looks like it's in perfect condition still.
Interesting. And the last one we have is this thing?
This is Senator Lemon Snout.
Sure, I have
He's a
no
good
idea.
boy. He's a really good boy. He's also a dastardly criminal, but he's a good boy.
Okay. I've noticed he was in the back on the first picture, but he didn't have this outfit there.
Yeah, I actually, back in the day, this plushie is a celebrity. Because I created, back in the day, there were some roleplay tumblers that used to exist. And I created this dumb little roleplay tumbler that was based around this plushie being a silly little dastardly criminal boy and posting little selfies and stuff of him in different ways. I didn't keep it up very long, but he did exist. He had his own Tumblr.
Okay. It did remind me. I did some role play on forums and stuff. Wow.
He's a celebrity. This man is a celebrity.
Oh my God. All right. He's from the internet. He's known. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, this set was only given to people who gave a certain amount on that Kickstarter, correct?
Yes, yeah. I think to get everything you had to give over $600.
Right.
And I gave $612.
Right. I just wonder how many crazy Homestuck fan ended up like giving that amount.
I think we can find out. Can't we still look at Kickstarters? Homestuck.
Oh, you're right. You can probably check.
We can check. Oh yeah, it still exists.
Oh yeah.
The amount of people that bought this pack. Oh wow. Oh, it's not many.
Okay.
It looks like. Hold on, let me do some quick math. Looks like only 612 people got this pack. God, that's hilarious. Okay.
Okay. 600.
And it was actually $605 and up. That's so funny. I didn't know that it was actually 612 people. I paid $612 because that was the meme number, and then 612 people got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. That's interesting. Now, and these items, they were not sold separately or anything.
The only one that was sold separately was, I believe, Senator Lemon Snout, but I don't think he came in that color. I think there were other colors of it that were sold separately.
Okay. Now, let me ask you, for the uniqueness, well, in the sense that there was just 600 people that got this, and if you said like this is a variation and only in this set, what is your attachment? What is your emotional value toward Homestuck? Without spending an hour telling me about Homestuck. Every time
I won't tell you everything about Homestuck.
Exactly. Every time I talk to someone who's like a fan about Homestuck, like I'm afraid because I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna be here all day. Oh my God.
So it's kind of a meme. It's actually kind of a meme for the Homestuck community. We all go, oh, you want to hear about Homestuck? And then we all act like we're gonna explain it all, but there's literally no way I think I could explain it within a good time.
I don't know if you mind, like, but some of the Holostar boys, right, the new boys, like they have like one of them, like Ruzi.
Yeah.
And every time he starts, I'm like, oh no. Oh no, we're never gonna get out of here.
It's part of the joke. It's part of the community's jokes. So he's basically just doing a running joke for the Homestuck community. Everyone who knows Homestuck is like, yeah, that's it. That's our boy.
I see. All right, but what about you? What about your emotional value to it?
So I got into Homestuck shortly after I left high school. Funny thing, I actually got into Homestuck for a boy because there was this guy that I liked at the time who was like, oh yeah, I like this Homestuck thing. And I was like, oh, what's that? looked it up, binged it in 2 days. I got past him with reading Homestuck. Just to try and be close to this boy. But ignoring that, it actually became like a huge staple of my life.
Okay.
Like beyond that guy, we went to Homestuck meetups all the time. I did Homestuck cosplay. That's where I got my main cosplay friend group that I spent time with for the next 5 or so years. That's where I met my best friend, who I've known for the last 10 years.
Okay.
It's where I met and got along with most of my roleplay friends online. These are people that I've known for so long at this point that it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
And we all just met because of Homestuck. So this was like a big thing. That's kind of why I ended up paying $612 to the Kickstarter, because when I was talking to my parents about it at the time, they were like, okay, well, what's Homestuck worth to you? Like, is it worthwhile for you to spend this money? Is it something that you think is gonna have meaning to spend $612 on? And I was like, Homestuck has brought me so much stuff through the years that I had been in it, and that wasn't even that was only a couple years into it. So yeah, no, it was an easy decision for me to do that.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, these became like my staple friend group, so important.
I wish I had the knowledge, if I could, I know it's really important to a lot of people, and having this as a collection has value, 100%. I would be an idiot. I would be a bad pawnbroker if I thought there was no value under this. This is obviously something that has value for the many reasons that only a certain number of people got this set, that the community for this thing is wild and still fan, even if it's not ongoing, right? It's kind of dead. Yeah.
Oh, but funny thing, they have Homestuck 2 going right now.
Do they?
I haven't read any of it yet.
But do people take it seriously, or it's kind of...
I don't think so. I think anyone that was part of the main community has kind of moved on at this point. If anybody is reading it, it's kind of oh yeah, I'll go see what Homestuck's up to, but nobody gets as into it as they used to be.
I see.
Yeah.
How old is this set? Do you remember when you got it?
The Homestuck Kickstarter was in 2013, so it's about 10 years old.
Okay, so it's kind of old too. Am I buying Homestuck today?
Now Homestuck is a big commodity recently. I heard this one Hollow Stars member, Ruse, you might have heard of him. He seems to like Homestuck a lot. So it's bringing a lot of people out of the woodwork, and they might be interested in a collector's set like this, you see.
That would be easy. I would just dial to my connection. It's hey guys, got something hot here. I think it could interest you.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay, now you're driving a hard bargain here, lady. I will accept, but to put everything on display is kind of crazy.
True. I suggest displaying Senator Lemon Snout.
Yes. I only ask if you could send me a version that is not cut up, so it can be looking good on the display. And with the bandana is pretty cool. And I would just say that if you get the plushie, you get the rest of the set. Yes. And he's a celebrity too.
He's a celebrity. He used to have his own Tumblr.
To be real, if I take this picture and I show to some hardcore fan, do you know what this is? But this one especially. Do you think most hardcore fan would be oh yeah, of course, it's whatever the name you said that was on Tumblr? You think
Yes,
so?
they might not know
Ah.
the exact name these days because it's been almost 10 years since that point.
But I'm talking about hardcore.
They will
fans.
recognize it. Yeah,
Okay.
they'll know.
Okay. That's interesting.
Senator Lemon Snout was actually a name that came directly from the comic, so I was just playing one of
I
the
see.
comic characters.
I see,
There's
I
actually a couple of plush things like this in the comic that were really big. One of them had its butt out all the time, and one of them was like a squid, and then there was this guy.
Okay. Okay. Also, to answer chat here with the dark side, no, I'm a salesman, and I'm seeing a bargain here, and I'm seeing a sell opportunity, and it's literally like what I do.
Wants it.
It's not. I don't have a personal attachment to it.
He wants to know more about Homestuck.
No, save me. All right, but I will be taking it, and I will be waiting for the plushie. I do think, okay, I love plushies. I don't know this one, but I think it's kind of cute.
Yeah, there were actually
Yeah.
a couple versions of this. This one was Senator Lemon Snout, but there was also Pyro Sprite, which was a white one with red button eyes. There was a teal green one with yellow eyes, and so on and so forth. There was a lot of them.
I see.
cute.
I see. Okay. I'm buying Homestuck. I will be. This stream will be remembered for the things that I bought today.
Don't worry, don't worry.
It's gonna
I'll throw in something special for you. I
Oh.
actually went to Comic-Con at one point,
Okay.
and I got some signed posters by the creator of Homestuck.
Oh,
And
why
one
did you
of
not
the
tell me that in the
t-shirts-
first place? What?
One of those T-shirts is also signed by him. So
Yo, that is like, what? Like, yeah, that is great actually. Signed stuff is, and this is like what the creator signed.
yes, yeah, the creator himself.
Damn. Okay. Yep. Easy. Easy. I'm getting I'm. Okay. Okay. Next item. We bought this. Oh.
Are you guys proud of me? I've sold him rocks and Homestuck so far. This is great.
And now she's selling me a fence. What the heck? What? Wait. No. Wait. What am I?
Yeah?
What am I looking at? Huh?
Well, you see, this piece is actually a piece that my mother wanted me to bring to sell to you today.
It's still a
This-
fence in my eyes. Like, what is going on?
I mean, it is a piece of fence, yes, but it's
It is a
special
fence. It is actually a fence.
Hold on. Let me explain.
Yeah.
This piece of it's actually a front facade. It's a cast iron facade that was on the banisters of a lovely building. This is I believe 26-pound piece of the real Haunted Mansion from Disneyland.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even joking. This
Okay.
is from the actual ride at Disneyland. In 1969. No, I'm kidding.
Madame, first thing I will need is, do you have the certificate that goes with it?
Do we have a certificate, Mom, Papa?
You think I don't know my shit?
I believe. Oh, she's got it. She's
Oh,
got the
she's
certificate.
got it? Okay, now we're
She's got the
talking.
certificate.
Now we're talking. Okay, so it is a very heavy part of the fence from you said the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland.
Okay. And, okay, what could I say? Why does it come in such a weird, like, just piece like that? Were they, like, dismantling it by piece? Like, what's the story here?
Yeah. If you go to the next picture really quickly.
Oh,
here,
yeah.
The Haunted Mansion in 1969 had these cast iron fence pieces. You can see them there. They had these cast iron fence pieces that were along the front of the building. But, after however many years, I believe it was 2005 when they finally decided to retrofit these pieces. They were kind of falling apart a little bit more. They were getting a bit old. So what they had to do is cut these pieces apart into smaller chunks, because this was over 1,000 pounds of cast iron metal on this building.
Holy moly.
So
how did it even stand? That's really heavy. Wow.
yeah, so this was over 1,000 pounds of cast iron metal. So they had to take these pieces and cut them apart in smaller chunks so they could take them down. And then they retrofitted it. I believe that there's new cast iron in place of it at this point, so it looks about the same. But these are the original pieces from when Disneyland opened in 1969.
Only from... Oh, okay.
Or when Haunted Mansion opened. I don't believe that's when Disneyland opened, but still.
That's
1,000 pounds
crazy.
per panel,
Yeah,
actually, Monpaca
yeah,
says.
I
So
see,
each
I
one
see.
of those little sections.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is like technically more than 100 years old.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
well, not quite 100 years old.
Well,
69.
when did you say it opened?
1969.
Oh, I misheard.
1969, and then it's 23 right now, so what is that?
I completely misheard. I was like, huh? Okay. Okay, still.
About a little over, around 60 years then.
Man, I'm actually, like, seriously, like, I'm really wondering with the certificate and, like, what it is and kind of part of history. It's Disney related. In a real life pawn shop. I'm sorry, guys. No, I'm real. Don't go anywhere. I'm real.
This is a real pawn shop. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
silly?
what am I talking about? But I'm really curious, like, if this got, like, analyzed on the market value, the actual market value, like how much it would be worth, especially that you do have the certificate. Kind of an amazing item, not gonna lie. Gonna lie. Now, especially here in Japan, holy schmoly. I just read chat.
Yeah.
Around 8,000 buckaroos. Wow. And here in Japan, right, they love Disney. They love Disney. We have, Disneyland, and we even have Disney Sea because they just love Disney that much. It would actually could find a buyer probably within Japan, because this is from also the original.
The original Disneyland.
Yeah, the original Disney.
The one in California.
Disneyland, right? Yeah. Damn. It's so weird to be like, oh, yes, please, I'll buy your fans here, madame. But with...
She actually has another piece like this, too, by the way. It's a smaller piece, but she has this little, I believe it's a pin that has a little plastic bubble holding a piece of fur that came from the dog animatronic that used to be in the Haunted Mansion.
All right, it's like... when an animal passed away, and then you collect a little bit of fur.
Yeah, you collect a little bit of fur.
And I will remember you all my life. But that's from an animatronic. That's it different. Okay, well, this is crazy. I'm gonna put a fence on display.
Would you like to hear? Monpaca wrote a lovely story for me.
Oh, right. Because I'm here like talking about like the actual value. I'm like, money. But
he's got dollar signs in his eyes.
Yeah,
he doesn't even think about the emotional attachment.
Just like in my emoji where I have my yen sign in the eyes. But yes, there's emotional value that comes with it because apparently you have a letter. Go ahead. Yeah, what's up?
Monpaca story time. When I was a little kid, the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland terrified me. I used to bury my face on my dad's side because I didn't want to look. But the older I got, the more I loved this spooky, silly ride and all of its 999 ghosts. I began collecting Haunted Mansion memorabilia as an adult. I've got a reasonably extensive collection, but there are 2 specific pieces that I treasure the most from that collection, and this is one of them. Both of the pieces I treasure most are actual pieces of the mansion's cast iron facade. The one I'm sending you today, via Kozii, is specifically one of the top innermost portions of the arch. I own 2 pieces of the cast iron, and this piece is the bigger of the 2 at 26 pounds, almost 12 kilos. Since the mansion opened in 1969, the cast iron was starting to age by the late 1990s/early 2000s, and in 2005 they decided to do a full retrofit, replace all of the ironwork on the exterior. Each panel weighed about 1,000 pounds, and they had to cut it during removal. I was one of the lucky people who was able to acquire pieces when they got rid of them. It might be a big, heavy chunk of metal, but it's a tactile piece of my own history and the history of this theme park, so it's truly priceless to me. And now I'm offering it to you!
Wow. Okay, it's emotional, but I'm like, money! No, but this is great that it also has this importance behind it. So it's really, really cool. Wow. I kind of knew when you saying it to me. I was like, okay, this can't be just like a fans. Like,
yeah, this has to be
like,
something.
It has to be something, right? And this is really cool. Like, I don't know in the world where I could say no. You would go to the actual like show that my show is inspired of, and they would also buy it, like, for
oh
real.
yeah,
for sure.
Especially with the certificate.
Yes, especially. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Alpaca, to have shared such an incredible piece. That is really cool. Was really not expected, like some crazy stuff like that today. So thank you. That's really cool. Nice. Wow. So basically, like, you come from a collector background.
Yeah,
right?
A family of geeks
with
collections.
Yeah.
My dad used to have a big suitcase of Magic the Gathering cards at one point, too.
That's really cool. That's really cool. So that's an easy yes. Easy yes. Easy yes. There's been a lot of easy yes today.
I'm getting him.
All right. What do we have next? Oh, is it? I think it is. Oh. Would you look at that? Would you look at that, everyone? So Kozii sent me a cute little shark plushie. Ah, it's cute, right? Yeah. I was like, oh,
It's cute.
It looks like comfortable. It looks fluffy. Like I want to like kind of pet it, like, you know, like you would maybe like give it a hug, like nice plushie. It looks big too, right? It looks kind of big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's
yeah.
You know, like torso sized or so. You know?
Yeah, and it's like cute. And then, like I'm like, you know, preparing my item, and then she's like, oh, I have other picture for the shark. Oh, okay, sure. So I'm like, okay, cute shark. Okay, I think this is an interesting item, and suddenly, it became a weird item. It became a weird item. Maybe are you? Yeah, we can show everyone. You're fine with this?
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. So the shark, right? Cute shark, and the second picture that came with it, right? What am I looking at here? I'm looking at it looks like the same shark. It looks. Oh, someone wants me to already buy the shark without knowing the weird story. Okay.
I don't know anything about the shark.
And then suddenly the shark, you know, is very passionate with a little hat now. A lot more of like personality, and there is like a person with the shark.
There's a person there. Yeah.
And like now, I didn't ask you. What am I looking at? What is this shark especially here?
Well, his name is Sharky.
Okay.
He's my
Sharky.
boyfriend, and he's been cheating on me lately with so many
What?
other VTubers, and I'm sick of it, and I need to get rid of him. I need to get him out of here. Listen, he's a deadbeat. He doesn't pay rent. He's just here. He's taking all of my stuff these days. We used to go on such good dates. Here, look at the next picture. Look at it.
Okay.
Look.
Okay.
We used to go on such romantic dates together. He put together this beautiful date for me on Valentine's Day back in the early 2010s or so. And I thought we really had something special. Look at the next picture. Look.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just look at.
Okay.
When Majora's Mask came out, it was one of my favorite games. Okay, when it came out on 3DS, he bought it for me. He got me Majora's Mask 3DS. And yet now I see him on so many other VTubers channels. Rin Penrose
Really?
There's so many different blahages in Rin Penrose's pictures, and I don't understand why. Why is he cheating on me like this? It's not okay.
It's not okay. Sharky, you said, right? Sharky?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen. Well, that's difficult. Okay, let me maybe ask like more question here. I feel like I don't have the full picture.
Yeah, okay.
Since when have you known Sharky?
Well, we met back in around 2010.
Okay.
He's we found each other at an IKEA.
Okay.
He was beautiful from the first moment I saw him. I saw him and I needed to take him home with me, and he was gorgeous, his beautiful color and his lovely sharp teeth, and I brought him home and
Very dramatic, very, very dramatic. Would you so Sharky is kind of not rare, right? Because he's everywhere. He's like living with other VTubers, and
he's cheating on me with so many people.
Yeah. That's rough. So the emotional value used to be good, but now not so great. Listen, I have a problem. I suddenly realize I have a problem.
What?
If I get Sharky, I will be contributing to the drama. He will now like trying to swoon me, maybe, and I just realized. She was like, I'm out of here. He's not buying my shark. I'm out of here.
What happened? I disappeared. I was just so angry about it.
I'm not ready for that. Let me see. Hello. The door's unlocked. Are you? Oh wait, did we really? We did. That this disconnected. For real? That looks like it's staged, but it's not. I don't see you. You're gone for real. Yeah, it's okay. One moment, everyone. I'm gonna unlock the door. Let me
back in. Are you taking it from me already? Why are you doing this? Oh my god!
The door is unlocked. You just have to come in.
No, come open it. What are you doing?
Yeah, it should be good. Let's see. So Sharky is apparently cursed too, from what I'm realizing right now. Let me just like. That was so unexpected. Okay, let's go back and look at this villain. Okay, shall we? While we wait for. Look at this villain here. What a bad shark! What a bad shark. like literally breaking relationship and also breaking our collab. Could you imagine? Like crazy. At some point, Kozii will walk in the door.
Oh dear. Oh no. I'm stuck out here. I'm trapped. The door. I can't figure out the handle. It's just...
Okay. Well, okay. Let me try.
We can't be in the same room together. I can't be in the same room with him.
Okay. What do I just? I think I just restarted the whole thing. I mean, not the whole show.
Yeah,
maybe I'll go get you.
The show. Just toss the show out. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, everyone, give me a second. I'm gonna go get Kozii outside. Okay. You're still gonna hear me, but yeah. Okay. So, okay. I'm coming. Okay. Kozii, are you here?
The door just won't open.
Yeah, you're right. Oh shit! Now we're both stuck outside, huh? Maybe the shark is gonna like kind of like ruin my shop. Okay, let me try and quickly.
He's cursed.
Yeah, I know, right? He's like taking over as we speak. Does he talk? If he talks, like we're really done for here.
Well, he talks to me.
He talks to. Okay. Are you okay? Okay.
He talks to me at least.
Okay. I'm back. I'm personally back. Let me see if I can do something about this door. Okay, real quick. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Let's try to unlock the door. Okay. Now, can you try to enter?
Yeah, let me just stretch my hand a little bit. You know, let me just make sure that I'm ready to really open the door now. I need to prepare myself mentally. I gotta, stretch my legs, do a little bit of a warm up.
We're not trying to save face right now. No. Okay. So
Oh.
All right. She's getting here. Don't mind. You know what? I have an idea. I think
I'm just a little nervous because I know
we
he's
said,
inside.
the shark, right, is kind of cursed, right?
So
I'm just gonna go and hide it like behind like the counter.
Yeah, hide him.
I'm gonna hide him like behind the counter for now.
Yeah, get rid of him.
Yeah. There we go. He's gone. So So maybe now that the curse is gone out of the channel.
yeah. Maybe now it'll be okay. All right, let me just try and open this door really quick.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can do this. I can enter the door.
You can do this, yeah?
I can enter the door. All right, I'm walking in.
Okay, let's see. Let's try. Let's see if... Oh, I think we have something. Everyone.
Hello?
I think we have something.
I'm coming.
Oh, hey, look at this. It's Kozii, everyone.
I made it.
She's made it. She's back in.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
go.
He really made me nervous. He was just so... I don't know. You know, we have a lot of history, so...
Yeah, he's gone for now, so you can speak your heart out.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Listen. This is really like a tragic story, right? I understand, and I you know me, like I'm not huge on drama, like yeah,
Yeah, I'm healing. Thank you.
I don't. You could like trash it,
No, I can't. No? He's a person. I can't throw him away.
Oh, he's a person?
So I'd rather sell him.
Wait, what?
What?
I feel like this whole sentence was not okay.
It's dangerous for the shop.
I usually don't deal in person selling. I tend to like.
Well, he's a plush person. It's different. It's fine.
It's getting sensitive. Like, what do I do here? Listen, okay. How about this? How about this? I get it off your hand, and I
didn't know that this was this kind of shop.
And I take care of business. He's not going to be on the display.
All right. I trust you.
He's got to get it. You ruined my show. This damn shark ruined my show.
He is cursed. It's true. It's true.
I will be the end of that shark.
True.
Shark sushi. Kind of a hit in Japan.
Yeah, shark soup. Yeah, shark fin soup. I've heard that's a delicacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, look at this. Like, while we are like, with the door and everything and the shark, I found out that there is actually something else on that you wanted to look at this. Oh, yeah. There's a last item, everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not talking about sharks ever again. Never, ever. No.
What's wrong?
No shark.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, but this is cool though. But like this item is really cool because at first I saw this and then like my brain like started tingling because it sent me so many messages. I saw the official Nintendo Power. Nintendo Power to me is really, really important. They were like part of my childhood. I would read them and get hype about video game, and they were like cartoon. But this is not a Nintendo Power per se. What am I looking at here, Kozii?
This is something that was kind of like an offshoot of things that Nintendo Power put out. They made these guidebooks for some of the games that were coming out at the time. I believe there was one for like Majora's Mask and stuff like that too. But this one is specifically a complete strategy guide for both The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons.
Yeah, back when you needed those, because the internet was not fast enough and accurate enough to really give you all the info like you wanted, right? Because
and there usually wasn't visuals or anything.
This game, it was game fact, right? Where it was just text. I've learned about Control F real quick. Let me tell you about that.
Yup, same.
But this game is The Legend of Zelda Oracle, Season and Age. And reminded me, which console was that?
That was for Game Boy Color.
Ooh, we go back as boomers again. The Game Boy Colors, man. And when we say color, we say very limited color. Because, oh my God, that was, the start of, it's a bit, there's a seal to it, very important.
Ah, yes, the official Nintendo Player's Guide.
Okay, so this is old. We can already see there's, it's been used a lot.
It's not in great shape, unfortunately, but it is still full color, nice and visible.
Right. I know you sent me a picture of the inside, but just like it's a guide.
Strategy guide.
It's a strategy guide.
Yeah.
And the inside is there any? By the way, on one of the other items, I think the magazine you mentioned something. Is there any water damage? Because this is one of the biggest thing that happened with magazine. And is there any water damage on it?
Unfortunately, on this one, there is a bit of water damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pages are a tiny bit wrinkled at the top from a little bit,
Ah.
but it's not to the point where anything is there's no color bleed or anything like that.
Okay.
It's not like any of it is
Right.
really ruined.
It's more like
It's just,
the pages themselves, like kind of took a hit.
yeah, it's a little textured, I guess.
Yeah. Extra texture. And someone, I think Alpaca in chat said something cool about the Game Boy Color. Like if you had both game, you can link them. Like there was like a link for the Game Boy Color. Very nostalgic. Very, very nostalgic. Listen, this item, because to me, Nintendo Power and all the official guides, it is something that I have a lot of emotional value. But what about
Really?
Yeah, because like I said, this is like peak nostalgia to me. This like bring me back. This really bring me back. Like because this we don't do this anymore, right? We don't do this. And you know, we mentioned it when I was on your show, but I don't read it enough. I don't read enough, and because you know the internet, right? With the internet, you don't get to read much, unless you know on the monitor. But this, this feels good. This kind of illustrated like guide. I don't know. And for me, it's very long, very how can I say, very old nostalgia. So, but what about you? What about like that game per se, maybe that has the emotional value to you?
Yeah, the Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages games were probably my favorite Zelda games for a long time. I think the only thing that ever fully topped it was Majora's Mask, and then since Majora's Mask, I think the only thing that's topped it was Breath of the Wild. So these games are like high up on my list of Zelda games. They were some of my favorites ever. And somebody mentioned the link cable thing.
Right.
Technically, they had data in these old games, which was supposed to work with the link cable for when you beat the games. If you beat both of them, then you could connect with link cable, and then you would get a third deity that would show up.
Really?
Yeah. There was three deities. There was Din, Nehru, and Furore. And Furore was the third one. It was like a green girl.
I see.
They didn't end up putting that original like linked capability into the first Game Boy Color games because they didn't really have enough time to make sure that it worked properly. But they did put those into when they did the 3DS release for these games. So if you got these both on the Nintendo eShop on 3DS and you completed them, then there was an ability to link those save datas together and get that third deity to show up and get like an extra shop and some extra plot.
That's cool. I did not know. This is one of the Zelda that I skipped actually. So it's interesting. Yeah. I don't think I didn't own a Game Boy Color personally. I had a friend that had one, but the Game Boy Color I did not own. So I think this must have been why I skipped it. But that's really interesting. Really interesting.
I loved these games. They were so good. I think I first played them actually as blockbuster rental games.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I played these two, and I believe Link in Time or whatever it was called. The one that they remade recently.
Yeah.
I played those three, I think, from Blockbuster, and then I liked these two so much that we ended up actually buying them. And then I think I replayed them so many times.
Nice. Well, it almost they did a remaster remake. You said on which console?
On the 3DS. It wasn't really a remaster, but they had kind of like the emulator thing that they've got going on.
Oh yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that, and they put the two games on that, and then they added the connectivity that they were supposed to add.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll look into it. Actually, I'm curious. Eh,
Yeah, they're
okay.
really good.
It might be damaged. It might not be that rare. But I think because we both like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to crop so many images. But because
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, it's because you brought so many good stuff, you know. Yeah, I this is just like speaking to me a lot. So yeah, I think I have to get this. Just even if like the game personally, you know what? No.
They are on Switch Online now.
I'm
That's
changing
true.
my mind. I'm changing my mind
Oh.
because suddenly I just want to play Janken.
Well, fine, I guess.
Fine, yeah, I'm that kind of picky shopkeeper. All right.
Fine, I suppose.
So we will finish, I think, with a Janken here. Not I think, we will do this. So the way that it works, I will be picking one on my side on screen, and I will be, I'm gonna need to hide the item because I did not figure out. Okay, I will pick it out. I will be taking a screenshot real quick to prove to my mod that I selected that, and then you will be sending me as we do. Oh yeah, I have to ask you, do you know how to do the Janken pawn in Japanese?
I don't. I think I've heard it before, but I haven't.
No worries, I will teach you. This is one of the things I like to do because here in Japan, important decisions are decided with Janken pawn. Like you would see salaryman doing important decision with Janken pawn. Like it's just like kids do it, high schooler at university, friends. Like everything is decided by Janken pawn. So it's very cultural, and I like to share about this a lot. Now let me send this to my mod real quick. Please don't tell for now, mods. But yeah, I will teach you the song, and then we're gonna be doing it together. Are you ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so the song goes by, and I'll say it once, and then we can say it again. So, 最初はグー、最初はグー、じゃんけんポン. And then at pawn, you will send me in Discord the emoji of what you play.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
okay,
good?
okay. Hold on. Let me just prep.
Okay, prep it.
All right, okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So when I say 1, 2, 3, at 3, we start doing it. You ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 最初はグー、
グ
じゃんけんポン。
ポン
Let me show you what I chose.
Oh no. Did you read like a book? You did, didn't you?
I won for the first time. For the first time on Pomme Star.
I know.
I knew she sent me a rock. Do you know why I played paper? You played rock because, of course, you know.
So the thing is, right? I was thinking about it as you were just like explaining things, and I was like, oh man, I should pick scissors because he's probably gonna expect me to pick rock because I did all that rock stuff. But then I overthought it because I was like, oh no, he'll expect me to be thinking that way, so he'll pick something. He'll pick rock.
So yes, I did think you would throw me a rock, and then I was like, oh, how fitting. The last item is a magazine, which is also paper. So I was like, yeah, for sure I'm throwing paper. Yeah. So unfortunately, oh my god, it's the first time. This is exciting. Well, usually I want to buy stuff, but so for the first time, I will say you can keep your official magazine and to be on your official strategy guide. But to be honest, I don't own the game. I never played it. So as much as I love Nintendo Power, I'm not that sad. I'm not that sad.
That's fair. That's fair.
To let it go. So
Understandable.
Yeah.
I think that might be the only Nintendo Power guide that I've got. I've got a lot of guidebooks that I've collected over the years, but a lot of them are Pokemon related, or I think I have one for Fallout 4, for the Animal Crossing game, stuff like that. But I think that's the only Nintendo Power one.
The Nintendo Power one were pretty old, so yeah. After a while, they just became like Prima, I think, just like the main company. Yeah. Wow, that was a lot of great stuff you brought today, Kozii. Listen, you're doing some new stats here on Pomme Star. First off, first Janken won by Janken. Who would thought that I can win my own name at my own name? And you also have the new time record for a Pomme Star, which I don't mind. It's about like the time that I think the show should go by. So and you also have and probably will be hardly never defeated the biggest rock gem collection on the show. So great stuff.
I just can't believe I managed to sell you that Homestuck collection.
No. Listen. It's not because I'm interested in Homestuck. Let's not start this. I only bought it because I see the value of it. Okay, I made a sale.
Sure.
Yes. I made
Whatever
a
you
sale.
say.
Yes. It's a sale decision. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Alpaca says
And
I sold him a fence.
Oh my god, this is gonna be great on
Rocks,
the display. There's gonna be a rock, a fence. And then imagine like the customer, like, or just random people walking on the street in front of my shop, and they're gonna be like, "What the hell is that man selling? I thought he was selling weeb stuff, but he's just selling random shit."
He always has rocks. God.
But it was great. It was great. All right. As we're wrapping up, I wanted to ask you if there was anything you wanted maybe to tell the chat and the pumpkin watching. Like, is there anything coming up for you wanted to maybe share to everyone?
There's nothing too interesting coming up. I'm having a quiet rest of the year, but I've been doing my show Memory Leak.
Yes,
which is kind of a nostalgia show. I talk to people about like some nostalgic
that I was on
memories
too, right? If you didn't know, and it was good. It was good. We talked about a lot of boomer stuff. We had a great time. So if you haven't watched,
and Janken was on with me. I've had a lot of my friends on with me, so I definitely suggest it. But this next upcoming week, I'm actually going to be doing a special memory leak where I just talk about like different Christmas memories I've had.
Oh, that's good.
And like traditions we did and stuff like that.
That's fun. That's super fun.
Yeah.
And I think as we said, you also doing a little bit more Neopet like kind of content lately, I think. So if people are curious about
boomer
that,
things in general.
Yeah. Cool. Very nice. All right. On my side, well, if you didn't know, in less than a week now, today's the 16th. Oh my God. In less than a week is my birthday. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna play a lot of games with people in the chat, with the members. I will have guests, right? I'm gonna have guests that will be joining me on that day. I haven't announced everyone that will be there, but like good friends are gonna be there. So, yeah. And outside of that, after the about 4 hours long of like party games and fun, I am gonna have. Okay, but seriously,
Sharky will be gone by then.
Oh, the shark will be gone by then. Forget about that. And I'm gonna have a amazing passion singing karaoke. Like I've been
I've been practicing. There's gonna be some special stuff going on this on archive, so you gotta don't miss it because
I saw your first one, your first passion karaoke.
It was
very
pretty
good, very
fun,
good.
not gonna lie. And this one is gonna be even better. There's a thematic and everything. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So yeah, that's gonna be on the 22nd Japan time, always. So for some of you, probably on the 21st. So
Yeah.
So don't miss out, and I'm gonna be writing everything on my schedule that I do. Okay, but for Pomme Stars today, that is it. Thank you once again, Kozii. That was really a great time. Thank you for coming and showing all these cool items to me and everyone in chat. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm only sorry I got locked outside for a little while. It's rough, you know.
Man, that was so good. That was like so not prepared and yet so great. All right. Well, I have a little tradition here on the channel. I think you may know it. Hey, we finish with a fist bump. Come on, everyone. Fist bump in chat as we're wrapping up. I see some fist bump. All right. Thank you. All right. Fist bump your screen as usual. And if you break it, I'm not responsible. All right.
True. Don't fist bump too hard.
Thank you. All right. See you soon, Kozii. And see you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.